this is very interesting because you are sort of like amplifying the pain and you're trying to assign a value to that particular pain. So give us some examples of your actual play. How would you go about doing this process?
Sure. So there's a couple questions that I think are really good. First and foremost, like in my business, we drive a lot of inbound volume. We get a lot of customers that reach out to us. They find us, they knock on our door, and they say, please talk to us about a solution. One of the questions I always want to understand is, why did you reach out to us today and not a week ago? What was the straw that broke the camel's back? And then I really want to tug on that, right? Because there's going to be some critical event or thing that happened. And then what I want to know is like, well, what will happen then if you don't solve it? Or what are the implications of not acting now? What will actually happen to you in the business? And that creates a discussion about, what the actual implications are. It's a natural segue into the implications. So I'm tugging on the urgency. Why did you reach out to me today? Another great way to implicate pain is actually to ask them what they want to be able to say to someone in a year if they were to successfully implement a solution. Because what ends up happening in that scenario is they will talk about an ideal state that is different from the one they are in today. And then what we can do naturally is compare the ideal state to the future state. And we actually know what the implications are. Because right now, if they're making, let's say 50% conversion of their sales, and we're selling to a sales company or something, but we know that the future state is that they want to get to 80%. That's a 30% delta. And if we know we can start to peel the onion on other metrics, we can actually quantify the 30%. What is that in terms of revenue for you? And then what we can actually say is like, hey, if you're able to get that revenue, what will it unlock for your business, right? What will unlock for you personally? You're the VP of sales. If you get 30% more sales, what happens for you? They probably make a bigger bonus. Maybe you get a promotion, right? Those are implications of doing the thing that we want you to do, right? So those are the questions I'm asking. They're actually time-related questions. What happens a year from now if you do this, right? And let's compare the two. What happens if you don't do this? Why are you doing it now? Why didn't you do it a month ago? What was the critical event that occurred over the last 30 days that made you reach out to me? Why was that critical event so important, right? So these are really good questions to get to a ground source of truth as to why this truly matters to the customer.